Hi there. So as you know, you may have seen a few of my videos where I like taking a little portable cooker with me. Sadly, my Jetboil that I've had for sort of probably about 10 years now is a Zip, one of the first ones that came out, been very, very reliable over the last 10 years or so that I've been using it, and it's been used in anger pretty much, you know, probably daily or maybe every other day at work or at camping or whatever. But it started to fail on me, and the igniter was starting to woof out a little bit of gas. Possibly an O-ring gone. Maybe it can be repaired. I need to reach out to Jetboil. But obviously, you know, I put on my Father Christmas list, I'd like a new cooker. And here it is. It's a little Jetboil MiniMo. It's got the newer Flux ring. I don't think you can see that. A little close up. It's got the new Flux ring on there, which is supposed to be a little bit more efficient. It's smaller, but it's a wider pot. So obviously, if you can see in there, and it holds about a litre, I believe. It weighs altogether, the little stove sits inside, a nice little bag. It weighs all in all about 14.5 ounces, or about 415 grams. And it's got a little measuring pot at the bottom. That can keep the flux ring from being damaged. And I'm not sure if you can see on camera, but you may be able to just see there. If I put my hand, no, maybe not. You can just about see. There we go. See some measuring lines. There's 100 ml. I think it's 200 ml and 300 ml. So 300 ml being a cup of water for a cup about so big. Nice little one from Barbados, thanks to my son. So I'm going to give it a run up today and see what it'll do in comparison to my old Jetboil. And let me get the little stove out. The stove looks very similar. It seems to have some sort of different regulator here to the previous one, and I'm not sure how that affects the burn time or whether it improves it. It seems to have a little, you can see on camera, like a little preheater there for the gas. So that looks a little bit different to my old one, and we'll give it a run up and see what it does. I'm not using Jetboil's own fuel at the moment because I couldn't get any over Christmas. So we're just using Coleman Extreme, which is a very, very similar mix. So that just clips in. One thing I haven't thought about is whether this burner will fit my old Zip. If it does, that would be pretty cool, because then I'll have two pots. I'll maybe give that a try on another video. But for now, I'm going to measure out 300 ml of water. And hopefully that's a cup for a nice coffee. Oops. And we'll give her a fire up. Nice clean ignition. The lid I meant to mention has got a few little holes in the bottom here for like a strainer, and a little pouring section just there. So obviously we bang that on. Oh, there is the stand, but we're not in a windy situation, so I'm not going to bother that today. That's stored in the lid now, whereas before it was just stored loosely and tended to scratch the bottom of the old pot. So hence it wasn't quite non-stick after about 10 years of use. So we'll fire this up fully. I should have started the timer actually, but looking at the instructions, it'll do 500 ml in about 2 minutes 15 seconds. So I'm guessing we're going to be looking at about 1.5 minutes to maybe less to boil this up. Go up to full flame, and you can see steam coming out already. As you can see that on camera just there. That should be just about here it coming out to boil now. Yeah, that's probably about a minute. That's pretty quick for a boil in a cup of hot water for a drink or a meal or what have you. Meant to mention that the simmer control on this is just absolutely amazing. It was on my old one. It's very, very fine out, as you can hear me turning it down now, slowly. You can get down to some really tiny simmer settings, right down until we're off. So very, very controllable indeed, and that's why I've loved my Jetboil. They're not cheap, but obviously they're very usable. There's some handles on this which I used to have a cloth handle on the other one. It wasn't particularly great, and I didn't really put that in a good place to pour. But let's just see if we can see what it's like. That's definitely boiled water. Yeah, just a little bit more than I needed. And we'll see. Make a nice little brew, I think. My favourite coffee. I'm not sure how many of you take sugar, but I need a little bit of something to sweeten it up. And grab some milk. And nice cup of brew. So cheers everybody. Yeah, perfect. And all in a minute. And I think I better have a bit of Christmas cake to go with it. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Like I said, it's from Jetboil. It's the MiniMo, and it's obviously the newer, shallower pot, which is quite nice for eating it with a spoon. The Zip was quite a tall pot, so you were struggling to get your spoon in. This is more shallow but wider, so you can get the spoon in for eating, which is quite nice. And the only other thing is that, like I said, it's the only disappointing thing is it doesn't store. My Zip would store the canister inside the pot, but again, I think that sort of used to cause scratching of the non-stick, and obviously over time cooking food in it, you know, it wasn't sort of very great. It would stick, and you'd spend a bit of time cleaning the pot, whereas they don't store the canister in the pot anymore. So hopefully that non-stick surface will last a little bit longer. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe if you'd like to watch some more videos. Thank you very much. Goodbye.